fell off. I wasn't playing sports at the time. I was only studying. I didn't know what was wrong with me. And that's when I felt it. When I first started working out, that's when I realized I was depressed. I was off. And when I had that conversation with my client, she just said the same thing. She's like, it pissed me off so many fucking times. Everyone kept saying, maybe you should just work out. Maybe you should work out when you're depressed. Maybe you get rid of it, you know? She's just like roll her eyes, but you're one of those guys. Working out's the solution to fucking everything. And then she started working out, and guess what? It was. You gotta think of it logically, too. How arrogant of a human being can you be to not consider that as an option? To tell everyone else how working out doesn't work when you don't fucking do it, and look at us as if we're one of those arrogant people who's saying, you know, oh yeah, you're just one of those people. You know, I was off this morning. I wasn't 100%. I'm usually doing these videos in the fucking night. I had a curveball. My whole fucking morning was a bit chaotic. And I'm just like you. When I'm not structured, I'm not focused on a path, my mind's fucking eh. But I know once I get a workout, and that workout was hard. It wasn't easy. It was hard. But good. I'm happy because after I fucking put in the hard work and I struggled, I felt pretty fucking good after a while. Now I'm here making these videos and I feel even better in this fucking snow for you. So that's why I really realized fatigue is a psyop. When you feel fatigued and down, maybe you're not really fatigued. You just have low self-belief and low self-confidence in yourself. I've never met a high energetic person who's full of confidence. I've met a really down and depressed person who's full of energy. Maybe drugs, but after a while that shit will fade away. So if you're depressed and down, you got to realize, fuck, why don't I like going to the gym? Why don't I like being, just taking care of yourself, moving? Do you really want to be on medication? Do you really want to drink all the time, smoke weed all the time, do a lot of drugs and realize you're not training, you're sedated, that shit's just pulling you down all the fucking time? Don't get me wrong, there are days where you get no fucking sleep and you got to get that workout in. It's much better. It's much better when you stay committed to your word in terms of who you say you're going to be, and you just stay strong. It feels pretty good being strong. And I keep telling this to a lot of people. Strength is earned every fucking day. Every fucking day. You might have the physique, but it doesn't mean much if you don't fucking use it. A good example is one of my friends. He's morbidly obese. When he started getting the veins on his arm, he was so fucking excited. He looked himself in the mirror after work. I was like, I can't believe I got veins. That person, morbidly obese, was in a higher energy state because of the self-confidence and self-belief he earned through that fucking moment in time than me, who was jacked, doing a shit ton of weed, fucking sedated, chaotic, jacked to shit. The body doesn't mean much if you're not using it. That's a pro tip. So if you're fucking, like I said, down and fatigued, are you eating too much carbs or processed food? Are you being sedated? Are you staring at your phone all the time? You got to control your impulses. You got to be more disciplined. That's what I do. So when I'm fucking feeling down and depressed, I don't believe that's who I am. That's what strength training has taught me. I can overcome fucking anything. Any painful internal state, I can overcome. Because I do it every fucking day. When I'm everyone has those off days where shit's not going your way. You're miserable. And then you overcome and you feel good. You're like, oh shit, okay, fuck, I'm in control. I'm in control of how I feel. Then you realize a lot of times when we say we're fatigued and we're tired, we're not tired, we're just not confident. And you gotta check yourself in that moment. The mind will fuck with you because it will try to deviate. Those are old habits, self-sabotaging habits. It will try to tell you, hey, you don't need to work, you're really tired. But you gotta tell yourself, do I struggle with low confidence? Do I have low self-belief? If my self-talk is shit, do I have low self-view of myself? If that's the case, chances are when you're about to go work out and you tell yourself, I'm gonna go, and I'm too tired, that's a self-sabotaging mindset which is gonna make you steer off. You gotta be aware of it. That's what I am, and I'm aware. I'm aware that can happen at a certain time. So when I built that discipline, starting to wake up super fucking early and starting my day strong, I'm aware of those thoughts. It's going to come. Once you go through the process over and over again, it becomes so ingrained in you, you get excited just to wake up or super early and get your workouts in. So if you guys look at people who are mentally tough, it's just because they made the right sacrifice and strengthened the habits which they really want to ingrain in their system. That's it. There's no massive secret. It's just being really honest with yourself. What's holding you back? If you're struggling with New Year's resolution, and you're like, I'm gonna go fucking go, I'm motivated. Motivation gets people started. You get excited, something fucking happened. Something fucking got you all excited, you gotta fucking go in there. And then next thing you know, you go back to your old fucking self and you realize, fuck. It's like this up and down, up and down, up and down. You gotta remove the downs. And we all go through ups and downs in life, but the people who struggle have the biggest fucking downs because they just keep fucking sabotaging. Something which you deep down inside know you should probably get rid of, you're not getting rid of. Instead of focusing what I need to do to get a workout, what I need to do to work out, I need to get a gym membership. Yeah, all those are true. But what do you need to sacrifice? Because you're doing something right now which is self-sabotaging yourself. The best way I can explain it is just eat super healthy and clean. Drink a shit ton of water. Eliminate all distractions. You know what distractions are. And just be like a fucking monk. Live in a bit of solitude and you realize, okay, let's try to take control of this. Once I can take control of this in my head, I'm good. And you realize when you're living in solitude, you eliminate all distractions and you just stay healthy, you kind of realize your emotions are going up and down. But when you get that workout in, fuck. And that's day one. That's the process. Day one of repeating that same process has worked for you one day. If it works for you one day, you gotta strengthen it. You gotta fucking cherish that shit like it's gold. I fucked up when I moved to Montreal. I cherished this fucking one habit that I had. The wake up early, going through a workout, etc., etc. And then there was a time period I got kind of lazy, got complacent, and I turned out that fucking bitch that I was living in my parents' house when I fucking tried to restart my life. Didn't feel any different, even though I had everything I wanted in that moment. I was just like, I leveled up, quote unquote, on paper, but I was just going back to old habits. It didn't fucking matter how much money I had. I felt worse. I felt happier with less. But it was just how I conducted myself every single fucking day, word for word. I followed the base, win, hit, steps, moment by moment, every single day, till the end of the day, which solidified the person I want to become. If I want to become a fighter, I do the habits that personifies that. If I want to be lean and strong, I do the habits that personify that. If I want to run a business, I do the habits that personify that. I do that over and over again. This shit gets fucking easy when you get curveballs. The curveballs is the test. And I tell this to a lot of my clients. You're strong when shit hits. You'll figure out how strong you are when shit does not go your way. You can't wait for the perfect moment. If you're like, I'm gonna prioritize getting fit and strong this year, I promise, and you realize, you're just putting aside, you're putting aside. Just like your parents, I guarantee. That's what my fucking parents did for the most part. No, not both of them. My dad's pretty cool. My mom, love her to death. She keeps putting aside. Like every other mother, they want that quick fix to look lean and healthy. But there's no real quick fix other than a hard workout. And that's when I learned fatigue. It's a psyop. Depression is earned. It's momentary. The longer we just fucking sit and you'll never see a fucking farmer out in the wilds talking about depression. It's only people who are a little bit comfortable with their lives. You'll see someone on the couch laying on their bed, I'm depressed. And I was that person. I remember being that guy. So just limiting all the comforts that you have and just being honest with yourself is the first step. And obviously you gotta look at your surroundings. If you are who you surround yourself with, so if everyone around you is a lot lazier, it gets a lot harder. That's the truth. So if you talk to someone like me every single fucking day, you can kind of you need sometimes a perspective shift, right? That's really what it is. A lot of times it's not you're assuming something to be true, which is false, and someone needs to change how you see something. Because you can look at something like this, right? You think I'm fucking crazy, but this is just me having fun. Perspective. Yeah, it's a bit cold. Anyways, lots of love. Remember, fatigue is a psyop. Be aware of it. You'd be surprised what you can do when you're fucking getting a workout in. When you're tired, you'd be wide awake. Just like me now. Love you. Bah, bah, bah.